A cute one, Rebecca Lee dance is called Feeling Like Gatsby. Alright, so I'm going to teach it kind of quick because it is pretty beginner steps as far as steps is concerned, but it has a lot of styling that we have to go over too. Alright, so weights on our left, we're going to do a really quick K-step. So K-step, we're going to go forward touch, back touch, forward touch. But this is a double time, right? We're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, we're gonna do a point to the side, point together, transfer weight. Think flex, if you've ever done flex. Point together, change weight. On that change weight, we're bringing our left behind. All right, we're then doing a behind side forward with a sweep from back to front. All right, so let's just go, pretend we just finished our K-step. Weights on the left, we're gonna point to the side. Point to the side, point together, step, behind side, cross with a sweep. All right, one more time. Weights on our left, we're gonna point to the side. Point, side change, weight, behind, side, cross with a sweep. All right, let's do it together. Top of the 8. Weights on the left, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and change 6, 7 and sweep 8. How are we feeling? Good. Let's do it again. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and point and change. Behind side sweep. Move on. All right. So from that sweep, that leg that we just did the sweep on is going to be the first step into a jazz box half turn. So we're going to cross the right over. We're going to do a quarter back on the left. Quarter again over the right, stepping our right to the side. And then instead of putting our step forward like we normally would in a jazz box, we're going to end with a point to the left side. All right, so it's a little bit of a modified jazz box half turn. Let's go from there. We just did our behind side cross with the sweep. Here we go, cross. 5, 6, 7.8. All right, from here, actually technically the counts are off, that's supposed to be 0.4. We're going to take that left foot, we're going to cross it, point over. All right, then we're going to cross it, point, or uncross it, back pointing to the left side. All right, and then we're going to do a triple, a fast, fast, slow here. I think of it as kind of like a cross samba collect with a quarter turn left. The way to explain it best is probably a cross, quarter back together. Weight ends up on the left. All right, so from that point, that was count 4, we're going to cross that point over. 5, point, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're facing the mirror, weight is on the left. How'd that feel? Good? All right. Let's do it from that behind side cross sweep, right? That was 7 and 8. Here we go. 7 and 8. Cross 1. Quarter back 2. Quarter side 3. Point 4. Cross point 5. Point 6. Cross 7 and 8. Weight ends up on the left foot. One more time. I want to go from that behind side sweep because I feel like merging those two parts is important. Weights on the right. Here we go. Behind side cross with the sweep. Here we go. Behind side cross with a sweep. Cross over, back, side, point, cross point, side point, cross and together. Weight ends up on the left foot. Let's do it one more time with counts. Here we go. I'm going to count us in 5, 6. We're going to start on 7 and 8. Here we go. 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3.4. Cross 5, 6, 7 and 8. Weight is on our left. How are we feeling? Good? Can we do it from the top? All right. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 points. 5 and change. Behind side cross. Cross, quarter, quarter and point. Cross, point, cross back together. Weight should be on the left. How'd we do? Good? All right, let's go forward a little bit. We're going to do, this is probably one of the easier parts. We're going to do a Charleston followed by camel walks. So we're going to step forward on the right, kick the left forward, bring the left back, touch the right back. All right, just one Charleston. We're going to continue here with camel walks. Step with a pop on the left knee, step left with a pop on the right knee, step with a pop on the left knee, step with a pop on the right knee. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sense? All right, so we just did our collect, weights on the left, we're going to step forward on that right. Here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, camel, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we add that? Yeah? Let's do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3.4. Cross 5, 6, 7 and 8. Charleston 2, 3, 4. Camels 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Last bit, or do we want to go again? One more time? Okay, one more time. Here we go. Weights on the left. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 points. 5 change 6, 7 and sweep 8. 1 quarter, quarter point 4. Cross 5, 6, 7 and 8. Step 1 kick 2 back 3.4. Camel walks 6, 7, 8. All right. Now we're going into a bunch more and counts, but it's pretty easy. We're going to do a quick Monterey turn and side point switches. So weights on our left, we're going to Monterey turn, 1 quarter. So we're pointing out to our right, collect our heels together as we turn back to 6 o'clock, and then point out to the left. Bring that together, do 2 more points. Point to the right, point to the left. That's 4 counts. All right, you want to make sure you bring that last point in and change weight to the left. Here we go. That was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, we're going to finish this last section with step forward, swivel, ball change, swivel. So we're going to step forward on our right, swivel the right heels, bring it back in, ball change, left forward, swivel, bring it together. Then we're going to start the dance over again. All right, so again, we're going to do a forward step on the right, swivel the heels, bring it back, ball change, left forward, swivel the heels, bring it back, ball change into our pace step to start the dancing. All right, let's do it. From that Monterey turn, add the swivels, and restart the dance. I don't want to end the dance just because we got to the end of the wall. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step Charleston. 1, 2. Oh, sorry, that's part before. Here we go. Monterey. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Step 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Lost you? Slower. All right, slower. Weights on the left. Here we go. Monterey with those points. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Better? How are we feeling? Now let's do it from that section before. Let's do it from that Charleston weights on the left. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 kick 2, 3 touch 4. Pops 5, 6, 7, 8. Monterey and point. Step swivel ball. Step swivel ball. Pace step. How'd we do? A little bit slower? Let's do it a little bit slower. Yeah, I can stand on this side. Here we go. Start with that Charleston. Weights on the left. We just did that cross and collect. Here we go. And 1, kick 2, 3, touch 4, pops 5, 6, 7, Monterey. Point, and step swivel ball, pace step. How was that? Better? Can I speed it up just a little bit? Here we go. Weights on the left. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 there. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I caught that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Better? A little bit faster. I won't say and this time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Charleston. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Monterey. Point and step swivel and pace step. Point inside change, behind and sweep. How are we doing? Can we do it from the top? All right. 5, 6, 7, 8. K step. Point and change, behind and sweep. Jazz box with a point, cross point, side point, cross and collect. Step, kick, back touch, camel walks. 5, 6, 7, 8. Monterey points and point. Step swivel, and pace step. How are we doing? Let me just slow that down just a hair because I feel like we almost have it. I'm going to slow it down a little help. Weights on our left. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Pace step. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Change 6. Behind and sweep 8. 1, 2, 3. Cross point and cross and collect. Walk, kick, back touch, pop, Monterey. and a point step, swivel, ball change, swivel, and K-step. Getting there? All right, do I add the styling now, or do I do all two? It's a two-wall dance, all right. We do this wall, we do that wall, that's it. Wall two? All right, I'll do wall two, and then I'll talk about styling. 5, 6, 7, 8. K-step, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Point 5, change 6, behind side cross with the sweep, cross, quarter, quarter with the point to the left. Cross, point, side, point, cross, and flex. Now face the patio. Step and kick, back and touch, pop, 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 Monterey, back to the bar, and point, step, swivel, and K-step again. How was that? Was that too fast? Was that good? Again? Again, just a little bit faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Half turn with the point. Cross 5, 6, 7 and 8. Step kick. 2, 3, 4. Camel 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and step swivel and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 sweep 8, half jazz box with a point, cross point, side point, and a cross back back. Step kick, back touch, and pop, 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 pop. Point and point and point and point and step swivel, K-step. How are we doing? When we finish this wall, we will be back on this wall. We have our one and only tag. It says it's a 2-count reverse body roll. I suck at reverse body rolls. I also don't know which reverse, because there's like the knee first reverse body roll, and then there's the butt first body roll. So it says reverse body roll. I like to do just a plain body roll. You can do a reverse one if you want, if you can figure out what that means. I'd have to watch the video again to figure out which one she does. But yeah, so it's a body roll over 2 counts. So we just did our step swivel and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I will warn you, the tag sounds like it's after the second wall. It is actually after the fourth wall. It's a weird trick of the brain, so I will call it out. So you'll do 2 walls. It'll sound like you're going to do a tag jump. Keep on with the K-step. Then you get back to this wall. It doesn't sound like a tag. It is. So we'll just have our internal metronome. Get those counts in there. Styling. Quick for styling. I think most of you know the styling for like a Charleston, basic swinging of the legs. We've done that before. Any questions about those? The one that I really like that Rebecca does in the stance is those knee pops. She gets a little bit of air with. She does a bit of a all right, I like that. I think that's something that's really cool and unique about the stance. So after the Charlestons, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if you want. Otherwise, knee pops are just fine. Other styling notes. When we end the dance, it's going to be after that point and change, behind and sweep, end. You're just going to cross over and dance. It'll sound like the end of the song. It'll be pretty obvious. Yes. But it's not the crowd. I love World of Summertime. It's a different dance of hers. Any other notes? Not that I can think of. Are we ready to try some music? All right. With the tag? Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do the back wall. Tag, start the first wall. Weights on our left, or start that kick step. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Turn 1, 2, 3.4, cross point, and a cross ankle leg. Here's your Charleston, and your knee pops. Monterey turn, and a point, step swivel, and start with the tag. Tristan, if AJ's out there, can you grab him? Sorry, I got distracted. One more time for me. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 sweep 8. 1, 2, 3 side point 4 cross 5, 6, 7 and 8. Charleston 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Monterey and a point step swivel. Here's your tag. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It goes fast. It's just a little bit of a rest for 2 counts. All right. Let's do, while we're waiting for AJ, let's do one little exercise because we'll play it slow first, but I want to get it up to speed a little bit. Oh, there we go.
How long for the intro?
The intro is pretty quick. I think it's 8 counts. Let me double check. I printed out 6 sheets. I don't know what I did with it. It's either 8 or 4 counts. I will say go. I'll be good. Go. Catch up with the pace set. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Go. Points. Behind and cross. Side point. Cross point. And cross back to left. Crosses. Pops. Monterey with the points. Swivels. Face step. Points. Behind and sweep. Half turn, jazz box with the point. Cross point, side point, cross and left. Step kick, back touch. Pop, 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 pop. Point, point, step swivels, step swivels. This word sounds like it is, but it's not. Point and change. Half turn with point. Cross point. Cross back, back, and step kick, back touch. Pop, 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 Monterey. And swivels. Patient. Point and change weights behind side sweep. Half jazz box to the point. Cross point, side, cross back together. And kick. And touch and pop. Pop, pop, pop. Monterey. Point and point swivels. Get ready. Here's your tag. 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6, 7 and 8. Side point, cross point. Cross back, back, and step kick, back, back, and pop, 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 and point down, swivels, face down, 1 and 2, and half turn with the point, cross, back, back, step kick, back touch, and pop, 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 Monterey with the point.